Hi, I'm Brad, and welcome to Coop Dreams. We've grown a lot since we introduced our first 4 hens to the rec center, and we're growing some more. We're breeding our cows and our goats, so we should have a calf, maybe, and we should have some kids, maybe. In addition, we've gone back to school with the Brinzy Earth Day Hatch-Along to teach kids the miracle of hatching chickens. Also here at the farm, we've hatched our own guinea eggs and our own turkey eggs and added some cool new breeds from the hatchery. We've continued to try our hand at organic gardening and added 2 raised beds this year. We're also going to focus on just a couple of beehives. In addition, we've added some rescue rabbits to the Coop Dreams farm, and later on this year, we'll be doing our 17th Coops for Troops presentation for a worthy military family. So keep joining us, laughing and learning right here on Coop Dreams. Seasons seem to come and go so quickly on the farm, and it seems for each one we are in, we're prepping for the next. Once the leaves are off the trees, the nightly temperatures have dropped substantially, and we know winter is just around the corner. We start thinking about protective measures like heated waterers, plenty of straw for the coops, huts, and cow barn. With supplemental heat provided from sweeter heaters, and for the bees, plenty of sugar cakes and honeybee healthy sugar water. Fall and winter also means fewer nutritious bugs and plants are available for the birds. But between the all-natural, balanced layer feed from Grubbly Farms and Rooster Booster supplements, they remain well-nourished. One important thing in the chicken yard is hydration. You know, water is such an essential part of keeping animals, and keeping clean water and fresh water out for them is important. And we think about it more in the summertime because it's 100 degrees, you're feeling it, you're feeling all that sweat and exhaustion. And so we use Rooster Boosters, vitamins, and electrolytes as a supplement. We use this when an animal is stressed, when they've got an injury, or when the temperatures are out of whack. In the summertime, it's easy to think about. In the wintertime, sometimes we don't think about the importance of vitamins and electrolytes because it's cold, but they need it then as well. So as we start to get into the temperature changes and the weather starts to get a little bit cold, I want to make sure I don't forget to add this into their waterer. So we've got a 1-gallon Cool Corp waterer, which is great because the instructions say 1/3 of a teaspoon for a gallon, so it makes it really easy to measure. And then I got Jackster's teaspoon measurer. You need 1/3 of a teaspoon, so that is roughly that. And you mix that in there. Kind of mix it up. You know, you're always curious, and I get asked sometimes what it tastes like, so. Didn't really have a taste. But I feel like I got more vitamins and electrolytes, so I'm happy about that. The other thing too is I've heard Joel Salatin, who's like the greatest American farmer, talks about that he goes and he dunks his head into his cow's waterer every day and drinks from that water just to inoculate himself against all the bacteria on his farm. So I believe that kind of stuff, so I just inoculated myself against anything that's out here and got some vitamins and electrolytes thanks to Rooster Booster. Now we put it down for the chickens, turkeys, and guineas, and that gives them a little bit of hydration plus vitamins and minerals to help them as the winter gets colder and the stress of the cold. And you can see that it's a hit. We also think about how cold and dry the air can be, and so we take some additional precautions with the chickens. Always come out to my chicken yard with a can of green goo. This is their poultry first aid, all natural, plant-based, no petroleum. We use it for everything, cuts and scrapes, poison ivy. There's always something. They always kind of get into something, and they've got a little scrape or a cut that we want to treat with that, as well as ourselves. So we use it on the chickens. I can't use it on the turkeys because Mr. Turkey won't let me get close, and the guineas, I don't think I've ever caught a guinea. So not only for cuts and scrapes, but we also use it to kind of insulate the waddles and the combs, just to give them a little bit of extra protection when it starts to get cold outside. You know how those times that you get frostbite and the little black spots? When it's going to be really cold,
we'll slather up their combs and waddles with a little bit of green goo. Help with a little bit of insulation. Sometimes we do it on their feet too, like when they're walking around on the ice and in the snow, just to give them a little bit there. And then it moisturizes as well, so it can keep it from drying out in those cold weather. And then look how beautiful when the comb and waddle gets all bright red like that. Yep, ready to go out on a night on the town. Here we go. You go show off your new bright red comb and waddle. Yeah, look at her prancing. This has been a tough year of loss out at the Coop Dreams farm. We've had a lot of predators that have just attacked our flock. So we've lost a lot of chickens, some guineas. And so that's always tough because these animals kind of work their way into your heart and they become part of your family, and so that's always a difficult thing to lose. And sometimes the losses are self-induced. So we had Westin the bull that was brought here by Little Feet Pastures to breed Anna and Elsa, and it's time for him to go home. And even though he's only been here for a little bit, he did become a part of our herd and a part of our family, so we're gonna miss him a lot. We're happy to know that he's going back to his herd and his family where he's well cared for. So that's a little bit sad, but we'll stay in touch with him through the Little Feet Pastures Facebook page and all of his adventures. And we have Force, a buck that is being lent to us from Twin Willows Farms, thegoatchick.com, Erica, who's our goat coach, because we are breeding our does. So pretty soon we're going to have some bouncing baby goat kids here, which will make everybody on the farm smile.
The much anticipated day had arrived for Tim of Little Feet Pastures to bring his trailer for taking Westin back to his farm. I went out to their pasture ahead of time to get them out of the woods and distracted a bit, and to have a last few moments with Westin around. When Tim arrived, I jumped in his truck to show him the back way using the neighbor's drive to get to the lower pasture. Being early January, the pasture was already cut and dormant, so it wasn't too bad for navigating the truck back to the cow's gate. We had a bunch of rain, and I forgot about the soft spot part of the way there. And sure enough, we got stuck. Fortunately, Tim is experienced with four-wheel drive and backing trailers, so he was able to back up and go around it with no additional problems. From there, all he needed to do was follow the goats who had been out grazing. Tim got the trailer backed up to the gate with no problems as well. I'm always impressed, as backing trailers up is not a skill that I possess. The cows seemed kind of curious at first. And then spooked a bit. Or maybe they recognized the trailer and wanted nothing to do with it and moved back into the woods. There's only one solution, really, for getting them back. Trick them with Belstra grain. Once they were all back near the barn, with Westin focused on the grain, Tim handed me a halter to loop around Westin's horns. Easier said than done. But I finally got it, and Tim took the reins from there. Westin was not having it and broke free from Tim's grasp. Thank heavens Westin had learned to love grain, as it's always an easy way to entice him back. I just continued moving the tray closer and closer to the trailer, adding small amounts along the way. Finally, we got him outside the gate and closed him off from the others. Elsa was watching intently as I put the tray into the trailer. Westin eventually followed on in. I'd never seen Westin move so fast and with so much energy. He tried peering out of the trailer a couple times, probably realizing he was leaving and would miss his girls. As the truck rode out of sight, the cows watched with a bit of bewilderment. Elsa was the most anxious. Eventually, Anna went back to cleaning up any remnants of food. Matilda stayed close to her, but kept a watchful eye on Elsa. It would be interesting to know what each of them was thinking. Elsa must have realized what had just happened, as she cried out several times as if calling for Westin. She returned back to the fence several times, looking out in the direction where the trailer and Westin had disappeared. It was a sad time, and we all felt heartbroken for her. Everyone misses Westin, but we heard he did just fine joining back up with his buddies. And now, it was time to take on another temporary guest for breeding the goats. We're welcoming back Erica, thegoatchick.com. Erica has been our goat guide from the moment we got into goats. You actually started us. Our herds are joined together. You started us with Dee Dee and Evangeline many years ago.
Yes.
You're here for two special reasons right now. One of the things that you noticed and mentioned after Evangeline gave birth was her udder. What did you see in her udder?
She's very capacious, and her body style is just exactly what I'm looking for to breed my animals to. And she's beautiful. So you have wanted to show her yes.
as well. And so when you're looking at Evangeline and her genetic makeup, you're saying, hey, she's a great milk producer. I want to breed that in my line. But then what are they looking for when you take a goat to show? What is the specific trait you saw in Evangeline?
So Evangeline, you know, she mirrors a lot of my stock that I have on the farm, and she just turned out really beautifully. And not only do I want to show her, I want to get her on milk test and see how productive she is.
I'm excited to see. We're going to follow this journey and see how Evangeline does in shows. We've got a couple of shows that we're kind of targeting. Other reason that you're here is that our herds have been connected, is that you bring us a buck every few years so we can breed and we can kid. Who did you bring us today?
I brought you Hilltown Meadows Force Awakens. He is a polled buck out of Pennsylvania. excellent bloodlines, throws beautiful, beautiful kids, and we're hoping to get some of his daughters freshened this year, and we'll see what they look like.
Okay, so you selected, I mean, he's from Pennsylvania, so
Yes.
he's not related to your
He's
herd or
not
our
related
herd or
at
anything.
all. Right.
And I just peeked in the window. He seems like he's got a great temperament.
He's pretty chill.
What
yeah.
is he like that normally, or was it just the drive down?
I think it was the drive down. He was kind of just relaxed, and he snuggled down and fell asleep, and he was glad to get a break from the rest of the bucks, I think. But it'll just like anytime you put a new goat into a herd, there's going to be butting heads. There's going to be a little tension in the yard for a couple of days, but it smooths over, and they do fine.
So that's what we can expect when we put force in
Right.
there. A little bit of territorial stuff. What do you anticipate when Evangeline leaves the herd? Besides me crying,
Don't cry.
what do you? Because whenever one of them gets separated, they, like one of them will
Right.
get outside the fence, the rest will start crying. And so, what do you anticipate is going to happen, both with the herd and Evangeline?
I think probably, I don't think your herd is really going to be affected because they'll be, too busy with a new goat in the pen with them. So I don't think that they're going to get real affected by that. And, goats are very adaptive, and they adapt to situations really quickly. As long as they have buddies around, they can make new friends. And that's what I'm expecting with Evangeline.
When Evangeline comes back, is there a chance she rejects us?
No.
Okay.
No.
So
Not at
come
all.
right. All right. Well, I'm excited to see. Do we first put force with the herd,
Yeah,
or
we'll
do we
wanna-
pull Evangeline out?
No, we'll want to put force with the herd
Okay.
first.
All right. I'm taking your lead on this one.
Okay. We'll have to probably pull him out backwards. Hey, bud. Hey, buddy. You want to come out?
Oh man, he's beautiful.
Come here, buddy. I know you're not going to want to come out this way, but oh, you're all pee-pee. Yeah.
Can I do anything?
I'm just gonna pull him out this way.
Okay.
You're okay. You're okay. Good job. Okay. You wanna go meet some girls? Come here, bud.
There's a chance he may not be halter trained when I bring him back to you, too. I'll do my best.
Well, he's not real trained anyways. He pulls a lot. I had to get the extra strong lead because he pulls.
Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy.
You got a little chaff on you, buddy.
All right. They haven't even noticed that there's a
Hey,
new...
bud, you want to go meet some girls? Go take a walk? Look, oh, he sees them.
Okay.
He sees them. Hey, guys. Oh, my gosh. Come in here? Go ahead. Oh, they have such a big area now.
Yeah,
so cool.
I extended it, and I extended it back that way. So will he check out the bucks first?
He'll
or
check
just
out
whoever
everyone.
He's huge. He's all muscle too. There's no fat on him. Why is he going after Morgan?
They just do that.
Because he's a rival?
He probably sees him as a threat. There you go. Oh, look what we got. Is that Evangeline?
That's Evangeline.
Get her done. Saves me the work. Okay. Yep, got her once. I'll be darned.
Holy smokes.
Cool. I was gonna bring
So
her.
she's in heat.
She's in heat. Good.
Yeah.
Yeah? Yeah? DD too? Hi guys. Okay, we're gonna compete here. He'll do that for a while, but he won't get the job done again for a couple more minutes.
And is this just to
This is just
keep the others
romance.
away?
Yep.
Oh, this is romance?
Yep.
Okay.
She loves it. So if they run, that doesn't mean that they don't like him. They're just not in heat.
So if they're in heat, they'll stay.
Yes. Are you done? Huh? Are you done?
All right, so what's the plan on Evangeline? How do we do this?
However you want to do it.
Hearts.
However you want to do it.
I'm not going to say goodbye till she's at the truck, because that's too long.
It's only for a while.
To watch episodes on the go, be sure to download the Coop Dreams app. And for even more fun, like Coop Dreams on Facebook, follow us on Instagram and Twitter, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and visit our website at www.coopdreams.tv.
Tammy's saying, no, 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 no. I'm too young for this.
Yeah, she's in heat too. All right, get her done.
Dee Dee's saying, hey. We are welcoming back Erica. Erica, thegoatchick.com has been our goat chick on this. We are welcoming back Erica from the